Hello again, and thank you for joining Jeff and Jenny's Classic Restorations. Well, we're finally back after a little bit of a break. Basically, it wasn't a great deal to do, and I've been waiting for a sort of a project to come along, and it just didn't seem to be anything cheap or anything like that. But then, just cut a long story short, my son decided he wanted to buy another car, so along with my mother and myself, we managed to get him a Volkswagen Scirocco, which he wanted for some reason. But his Seat Ibiza 1.4 Sport then just got relegated. He's got no interest in it, and basically he's sort of given it to me. Now, I was going to just put it in for spares or repairs, but or to sell it on eBay, but I looked at it the other day and it is a mess, but I feel a bit sorry for it, and you know what, I don't like seeing things looking tatty. So I thought, well, why not just use it as a project, and we'll see if we can make it look nice. So I'm calling the project Seat Ibiza, A Bit of Tender Loving Care, TLC. So I will show you around in a minute, and then it's quite a bit to do, but I think, well, why not, we'll try and make it look nice. So I hope you like my new startup, the new jazzy music. So see you in a minute. Well, here we go. This is the Seat Ibiza 1.4 sports model. It's a bit of a long story, but he's had it about 3 years, and there was always one thing to the other I had to do. And about 2 years ago, he had an accident, hit the back of a Toyota Prius, and because he was on his first year, I decided to pay the man for the damages, so he didn't have to claim on it. So that resulted in me having to replace the bonnet. Now, I was getting on doing the bonnet, but of course he wanted it back because he lives at his where he works in the restaurant. So I never actually had time to finish it off. It was just painted black, and I didn't have time to sand it down or give it a clear coat. So I'm going to take this back to, well, rub this all back down again at some stage, and hopefully we can make that look better. I'm going to try spray painting for a change with a proper spray gun. So I also had to replace the headlight on that one, and I also had to replace the grille, but it was an aftermarket horrible black thing which never ever fitted, which he managed to tell me it's falling out. So I've ordered one of those, and so that's that situation at the moment. So he brings it over the other day and says, oh, someone scraped the side of my car. So if we go around here, it went all the way from the rear, all the way along the door here, into the wing, as you can see, dented. Now most of it, all the way up to about here, I was able to polish out. It looks all right. So I'm not sure what to do with this bit, but I've bought a new wing, which is actually indoors at the moment, and some new lights for the indicators. That's going to be a little project later on. So going back to the mechanics of it, bear with me, I'll switch off just for a minute. So if we go into the inside here, first, absolutely awful, typical young person. It was worse the other day. It had crisps all over the floor, McDonald's packets, so it just needs a complete valet inside, but that's all sort of cosmetic, so that needs to be done. But he bought it, we got it MOT'd in June, and I had to do some work on it for that, new tyres and everything, and so that did pass, so that was fine. Then about a week later, he tells me that it's making a terrible noise. So I just started it up, just briefly. It's a very good engine on it. I think that's enough. So that was the exhaust pipe. So I found what it was. It was the flexible pipe. So we'll go back to the front again. So a couple of weeks ago I managed to get the flexible pipe. I hope it does fit. It's supposed to be for it. So that will be today's job, trying to fit that. Before I even had a chance to do that, he now tells me, well, I know that the ABS pump and module, it was continuously running. He called me to say, oh, it's just draining my battery all the time. So I've actually disconnected it here from the battery because there's no relay on it. So I assume it must be the control module, which would be fairly easy to get hold of and replace, but I believe you have to link it to the particular car. So that's my way at the moment, but I'm still looking into that. So that will need to be done as the pump's continuously running. So one thing after another, and so I had that to worry about, I had the exhaust pipe to worry about, and then he comes back and says someone scraped all the car. So I don't think it's scrap. The engine is actually really nice, very quiet, apart from that exhaust. So we're going to get on and probably start on that exhaust pipe today and get that done, and at least it will sound quiet. So mechanicals first and then bodywork later on. Okay, so I've jacked the car up on one side. I think you can just about get to it here. There's the replacement one. I just kind of measured it up to it, perhaps just slightly longer, but I think we will get away with it. Now all you need to do with this now is just unscrew these bolts, take that off, slide it out, and it's done. Well, it would be nice, wouldn't it? But it won't. So what I'm going to do to start with, just going to spray, we'll leave it for a while, I'm just going to spray some penetrating oil in there. I think these are going to be the least of my problems. Bit up there. Okay. Right, and then try and get some down these, down there. Okay, right, so I'll leave that for 20 minutes and then we come back, we get those off. It's not going to fall, it's not going to slide out, is it? But okay, be back in a moment and we'll get these out and then start the nightmare of getting that off. Right, okay, so I'll try this for now. I can't quite get a socket on there at the moment, so there we go. There we go. Nothing's going to happen, is it? No. Let's try it. Oh, try this one. It doesn't go on very well, but it might work. No. There we go. Let's try this one. Now what? Battery. Okay, one. Okay, I think I might have gone the wrong way with this. So completely knackered that. Let's try the top one. Right, bear with me. I'll carry on with these and I'll come back to tell you what I did. The brackets are off. It was fairly easy. I think I just damaged that one by turning it the wrong way. That didn't help. Got that one started to get it moving with some mold grips, and that's come off now. The others came off quite easily. So now it's just a case of sliding them off and putting a new one on. So let me have a think about this one, because it's not going to happen, is it? I need to probably take that out as well. I need a bit of movement. See if that's actually, I don't know if you can see that. It's literally just snapped off in there. There's hardly anything. That'll make life a bit easier. Yeah, so that's how useless they are. Okay, right, bear with me, have a little think, and then we'll try and get these off and get the new one off. Well, I haven't spent too long doing this. I've tried different techniques. I was just going to try and use an old chisel just to chisel this apart here. We've always got heat at the end as well, but because this is broken off, I think what I'm going to try and do is just weaken this. So I could go in with angle grinders and stuff, which a bit too strong. So first of all, I'm just going to try and go over with a Dremel and then just try and cut along the groove here that's there already, and just to try and weaken it a little bit. So I won't bore you for an hour or so cutting this off. I'll come back to you. Obviously, you know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to cut along that groove there as far as I can, and then just to try and weaken that off, and try and do the same up there, I suppose. Well, here we are back again. That seemed to work, the Dremel idea, and then I just used the chisel to keep tapping it, plus heating it, which helped me bend the metal. So now, lucky enough where this has snapped off, I'm hoping I might be able to move that away enough to get this off, but we'll see. There we go. There we are, one bit done. Oh dear. Okay, well, just got to get this bit off just. So I think it's going to be the same method again. Give this a clean, and hopefully by pushing that in we can get it in the whole thing, but we'll see. And let me get on with this end, and hopefully this will come off without a fight or too much of a fight. Well, finally got that last bit out same way. I was going to cut a little bit of this pipe off because it does seem quite long, but I've got a feeling that will go up a little bit further and a little bit further this way. So I've undone a couple of the supports, and hopefully by pushing that back we might be able to get it on, but let's hope for the best. So I'm just going to put some exhaust paste around this one. Right away back as well, because we need to go right back to that bracket. Okay, so I'm going to put that one on first. So, okay, as far as that goes. Now we need to hopefully see if this will go. I think it will, so I'm going to put some more paste around this side. Further back as well. It's supposed to be for this model anyway, so there's no reason why it shouldn't. Okay, right, we've got there for now. Now we can just, hopefully this will slide on. Hopefully. There we go. There we are. There we go. Right. Okay. So let's get this support back on. Now. There we go. Alright, that's good. Didn't have to cut anything off of that. There we go. It's important to try and keep these bolts away from the ground so it doesn't hit anything. One more. Oh, for God's sake. This is terrible when you've got one hand to use three. That was a very good bolt and it came off. What I'm going to do, use this just to tighten it up a bit. Much. Like that. What an idiot. Anyway, I'll tighten this up and I'll do the other one and I'll be back to you. Okay, there we go. There's all the rubbers all back hooked up again now and all tight. So it's just before I tidy all this up, just one more thing to do, check that it doesn't make a noise anymore. So let's have a look. Okay. Well, it's better. A little bit of a noise there, but have a check that out and I'll be back to you in a minute. Well, okay, that's all done now. All it was the clamp needed just tightening up a little bit more. One was a bit loose, but it's all done now, thank God. My neck's killing me now, so hopefully the rest of it's going to be pretty much on top rather than underneath. So I hope you do enjoy these little series with the Seat Ibiza 1.4. So please subscribe if you do enjoy them, and please hit the like button. And thank you once again for watching. You take care out there, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye.